Bloom News Brief. More info at bullandbloom.com. In a brand new interview with Guitar World magazine, guitarist John 5 talked about joining Motley Crue, meeting Vince Neil for the first time, quitting Rob Zombie's band, and his thoughts on Mick Mars. A link to the entire interview can be found in the description. During the interview, John 5 recalled how, as a budding young guitar player in the early 80s, he missed out on one of his earliest opportunities to see his heroes live. He said, when they came to Detroit, they were opening for Ozzy. I was going to go. I really wanted to see the Crüe, but it was a school night, so I couldn't go. I remember sitting in my friend's kitchen and I said, Motley Crue is on stage right now. I remember that vividly because I wanted to go so bad. On Nikki Sixx, John 5 said, I've known Nikki for a very, very long time. Literally, best friends. Like we know everything we could possibly know about each other. We've done a lot of work together. I worked with him on The Monster Is Loose, which is the title track to Meatloaf's album. We did Lives of the Beautiful People for 6 a.m. We did The Dirt together, LA Rats, of course. Nikki and I talk every day, like 30 times a day. We're like two kids. We go to the mall and do stupid stuff. We run around and have fun. I've known Tommy forever, but I didn't know Vince. On being asked to join Motley Crue, I was on the road and they were finishing up their tour. Motley were still touring and I went right out with my band, The Creatures. There were times when I was playing a show in the exact same city as Motley. I'd be 3 miles away in this large club while they were in a stadium. At the end of the tour, Nikki was like, I think Mick's going to retire. A tour's coming up. We're going to go to Europe and South America and do all this touring. He said, is this something you'd be interested in? To be honest with you, I look at this as life is very short and I want to experience as much as I can. I was like, well, of course. This is my best friend. I know every single song. That's the other thing. I didn't have to learn any songs. I know them all. To get a new chapter, a new beginning in your life, what a gift it is. It's hard to explain. It's such an epiphany to receive a gift like this, to go, okay, here we go. On quitting Rob Zombie's band, it was a hard decision, yes. I thought I could do both. Even Nikki was like, well, maybe you can do both. Me, Rob, Nikki, Tommy, we're all friends, but life is short. He was understanding. He understood because he's professional. It was hard because I never wanted him to be sad. That was tough, of course, because we were so close. But I had to look out for myself this time. I had to take this opportunity. On meeting Vince Neil for the first time, Tommy was having this birthday party, and Vince was coming. We were all there. Tommy introduced us, and Vince said, hey, man, we're going to have such a great time. I was so excited to meet him and I got emotional. I told him, you have a birthday coming up and I think it's when we're going to be rehearsing. I'm going to get you a really cool gift. He said, you're the best gift I could have ever gotten. I was like, oh my God, it was amazing. We have such a good time together. We laugh all the time. On tour, we have these different cars to take us to the venue, but we wind up getting into the same car. We all want to hang out and laugh and chit chat. I think that's why we all got sick recently, because we're in each other's faces all the time. On preparing for the Motley Crue tour, the only thing I had to learn was the arrangement of the medley that's in the middle of the band's live set list. I've known all the songs for as long as I can remember. At rehearsal, I'm that guy. They'll say, can you check the guitar really quick? And I'll play Louder Than Hell or Bastard. I'll play 10 Seconds to Love. Any of these deep cuts. Who knows what we'll do in the future? I'm ready and prepared. On his first show with Motley Crue, I wasn't nervous about the show. Everybody was like, are you nervous? And I was like, no, because I was prepared. If somebody said, give me bar 22 of Shout at the Devil, I would say okay. That's how prepared I was. But of the people wanting to accept me, if they said, he's not Mick Mars, it's like, I'm not Mick Mars, I'm John 5. It would be silly if I came out with a long black wig and a hat, I'm my own person. For instance, I love Kiss, right? But I would never put on Ace's makeup. Never. I'd create my own character, and if they said I couldn't do that, I'd say, then I'm not the guy. I've had beyond appreciation for Mick Mars ever since I was a little kid. I love Mick Mars. Nothing has changed. Knowing these songs as a kid is how I know them now. I used to play Harpo's and the Ritz and all these clubs, and we'd play Motley Crue songs. I have such a high appreciation for Mars, of course. I always have and I always will. I just want to play these songs to where the guys are proud. More news at bullandbloom.com.